Have a Minecraft terrain and biomes tier list. Now, I feel that I'm going to be ranking these mostly based on how unique and how useful they are. I don't play too much Minecraft these days, so some of these, like the more cave biomes and the nether biomes, I don't really know too much about them. However, I think I know a little bit enough to know what they are. So, starting with the what was this? The red sand biome. Now, this is, basically, honestly, just kind of like a ripoff of the desert, which, yeah, is right there. However, I feel that this one is kind of cool because it has a bunch of clay and terracotta blocks, which, yeah, none of the other biomes have that. But, I mean, I'm gonna put it in okay, because I think it is pretty cool, but it's basically just the desert, which, is a Minecraft OG biome right there. But, yeah. Now, I did not make this tier list, and it seems that there are two jungle biomes. However, I believe this one is the jungle temple. Jungle temple is obviously the most underrated sort of, what is it, like a temple, how you have woodland mansions, sea temples, jungle temples, you know what I'm talking about. And, I mean, it's alright. So I think it is the worst one. Yeah, you have to avoid traps. Obviously not that bad of traps. But I wouldn't say the loot is that great. I'm gonna put it in pretty bad. It's a really small location compared to, like the pyramids and the villages and whatnot. It's pretty bad compared to those. So next up, I believe we have a nether biome. Now, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Like, I've never gone into the nether and seen this one. I haven't been playing too much since the new nether biome came out, which was a while ago, I believe. But, I mean, this one is okay. It's okay looking. I'm not entirely sure what block it's made out of, but I do quite like the looks of it. I don't know how useful it is. But maybe you could tell me in the comments. I mean, it's alright. I'm gonna put it in good. Oh, sorry, good. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in good. I don't know much about it, but compared to the other two, I think it's probably a little bit better. Birchwood Forest. Nothing special about this one at all. Just like any other regular forest. I don't see Dark Oak Forest, so there it is. But it's alright. Nothing special. I'm gonna put it in okay. Next up we have an underwater biome. I see two of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is and it may not look like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is a sea temple. I haven't been to much sea temples. I remember me and my friend raided one, and he taught me this method of having to drink a lot of milk because you get like the what is it? Like the block thing. You can't break blocks. It's really annoying. But I believe that it's pretty good, pretty interesting. Yeah, and I think the underwater biomes are very interesting. There's not biomes, but just underwater as a place is really interesting with the pirate ships and the little ruins, ancient ruins. Pretty interesting. I'm gonna put it in average. It does seem like there's quite a lot of rankings here. But yeah, next up we have this biome. Don't know the name of it. All I know of it's just a red forest. I'm gonna place this one in average. But yeah, I think this one is pretty interesting. It has a lot of unique blocks. Is that little glowstone block there? I don't know what that's called. I know it's not glowstone, but I know it's in that kind of range of glowing blocks. But yeah, this one's basically a forest in the nether, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think we've ever really had something like that ever, which we haven't. I believe we have the blue one. Yeah, there it is. This one's alright, but I think the blue one would be better. Yeah. Next up we have the woodland mansion. I'm gonna place that one in the best. I love this one. I don't come across it too often, but when I do, I always make sure to go in and kill all the pillagers and pillage the pillagers and take all their loot. Yeah, no, I think it's a pretty good one. I think it's the most unique temple. You know what I'm saying? Not a temple, but you know what I mean, in that range. And I think it's just very good, all of the loot they can get out of it. Yeah, it's just really cool compared to the, the pyramids and the sea temples. especially the jungle temple, which is pretty bad. Alright, we have a desert biome. I'm gonna go ahead and place this one in, iconic. You know, desert is iconic. It's iconic to Minecraft. Not very useful unless you find a pyramid or a village. Other than that, it's kind of just plain. It's kind of just boring. Cactuses may harm you if you don't look out for yourself. But I think that this one is just, you know, it's pretty iconic, you know. Same with the plains, which I'll get to in a little bit. Next up, we have Cave, the Stalactite Cave. Don't know the official name of this one. However, I think it's pretty good. I haven't played too much around with the Caves biome, but this one for sure looks pretty interesting. They did a huge number on Minecraft with the Caves mod. Sorry, not mod, update. I don't know why I'm saying mod. But yeah, I think the updates are very good. I'm gonna put it in good. I don't know the usefulness of this biome compared to, like, you know, regular caves and the lush caves, but I do think it's alright. I have never seen this biome actually. I have seen pretty open spaced caves, but just not one that looks like this. But yeah. Next up we have the End Fortress. I'm gonna place this one in best as well. This is the one where you get the Elytra, and I think it's very good. You know, you beat the Ender Dragon, you go here. I don't think many people know much about this one. It's kind of hard to get there too. You need to look around, and then you see like the bedrock covering the void portal, and then you go through there and you make it here. But yeah, you can get the Elytra. There's a bunch of shulkers there. It's pretty cool, pretty unique, and just pretty rare, really rare for people to be there. But yeah, next up, I'm not sure which biome this is. I'm gonna say this one is a village. But yeah, villages are definitely very useful. Very useful. It can be in almost any biome. You know, plains, desert. What else? You know, Sahara. You know, I suppose snow biomes. You know what I'm saying. But like, they're very good. You can get really good loot from them. The blacksmith shops, I believe, have pretty good loot. You can trade with villagers. However, it's not very useful, in my opinion. Of course, I'm sure y'all get some pretty good trades from them. But no, I just get really trashy stuff. But yeah, villages very useful and very iconic to Minecraft. But yeah, next up we have I suppose I'm gonna call this the ice caps. Not very useful. I'm gonna place it in average. I love ice biomes. I think they're amazing. If you watched my hotel biomes video, I made a whole hotel with Minecraft biomes, and I made an ice one, and I love that one. That's my favorite one. So I love this biome too. I'm gonna place it in average because I think it's very good, very appealing, very pleasing to the eye. However, in terms of usefulness, it's really not that good. Unless you're trying to get ice, it's not that useful. No villages, no special mobs besides polar bears. Yeah, there's nothing really good about it, but yeah, it's really nice to see though. Pretty rare as well. Next up we have the jungle. This one's not to be confused with the jungle biome down here in bad. Jungle biome is very useful, very good mobs. You can get cocoa beans, the trees are really cool. You can get lost, for sure you can get lost. But yeah, I think the mobs definitely carry it. They have a lot more mobs than you'd expect. They have, I believe, parrots, ocelots, and pandas. I don't really know much about the pandas. Not sure why. They're pretty rare for me for some reason. But parrots are very cool too. I'm gonna place this one in. Should I place this one in? I'm gonna place this one on best. I think the jungle is very unique compared to everything else. You know, birch forest, plains, whatever. But yeah, next up we have, lush caves. I'm gonna place this one in good as well with the other cave biome. I don't know much about this one. I've seen it before. Don't know much of the uses of it. However, I think it's pretty appealing to the eye. You know, an underground forest kind of. Not really forest, but you know what I'm saying. It's pretty good. It's pretty good in terms of visuals. However, and uses, I'm not so sure about unless you're trying to harvest the grassy blocks or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna place it in good for now. Mushroom biome. I'm gonna place this one. In average as well. Again, very pleasing to the eye. Not that useful, but I think it's very rare too. It's very rare, and However, the only reason you care to go here is for the mushrooms. But everything else, you know, it's pretty cool, all the mushrooms and stuff, but not really useful in terms of like these three right here. I know I placed these two in iconic, even though they're not very useful, especially the desert. However, they're just iconic to Minecraft. Next up we have the Nether, also going in iconic. Very dangerous to go here, of course. You're probably gonna die. But this looks like it's the older version with the other zombie pigs, and until they added the new ones. I'm not so sure about those. I don't know much about the new mobs in the biome, in the Nether biome. But yeah, for sure I remember ghasts and just the usual Nether biome. Again, not too much of usefulness until they added the Nether biome. I believe they only had like quartz. They had Nether fortresses, which are pretty darn useful. I don't see that on the tier list though. But yeah, for sure, they had quartz, lava, glowstone, all that stuff. In terms of mobs, I believe it was just blaze, zombie pigs, ghasts, and wither skeletons. Yeah. So they were all trying to kill you for sure. But yeah. Next up we have the plains. I'm gonna call this one the plains. This one does have one of those pillager towers in the distance. However, for now we're just gonna consider it the plains biome. So this one, I'm gonna place it in I'm gonna place it in bad. It's really iconic to Minecraft. This is the most common biome. Out of all of these, this is the most common biome. However, it's not useful at all. Unless you're looking for the average animal, cow, pig, sheep, whatever, then it could be useful. However, just running through this place, you're not gonna make it too far without any good resources. But yeah, the plains are just really boring. But yeah, next up we have the wild plains. And I gotta say, this one is basically exactly the same as the plains, but I mean, this one has a little extra trees. You know, not really anything special. Still has caves, still has animals, still has everything, but I feel like it has more trees than plains would. But yeah. Next up we have the mountains. Now the mountains, I believe, are the best. I love the mountains. The mountains, in my opinion, are absolutely amazing. Every time I make a survival world of Minecraft, I usually build a house up in the mountains. If you didn't know, if you have watched that the hotel biome video, that is where I made the hotel biome place. And yeah, make sure you go watch that video. I made a hotel room for every single biome. Not every single, but as much as possible. But yeah, next up we have the snow biome. I'm gonna put this in good. I really like the you know what? I'm gonna put this in average. I really like the snow biome. You know, it's basically the plains and the wild plains. But honestly, it doesn't have as much. It doesn't have really many trees. It doesn't have many animals, I don't believe. I believe it does have some villages certain times. But I really like it because I really like the snow places. I'm going to put this one in good because I quite like the ice caps biome better. But yeah, I think this one is just, it's pretty good. I mean, I really like the snow. Snow is amazing in Minecraft. But yeah, next up we have this biome. I'm going to put this in okay because I don't know what this is. Like I said before, I don't really know too much about the nether biome. And this included. I do know that this one has a lot of soul sand, fire is blue, and there's apparently large skeletons everywhere. But other than that, I can't really tell too much about it. I don't know much about it. If you could tell me in the comments. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in okay. So we have the swamps biome. Now I don't think you'll like this one, and I don't either. It's not bad. Yeah, I think it's pretty unique. When you think about it, it's really boring actually. However, unless you're Shrek, you probably don't enjoy it. But to me, I think this one is alright. I know I said it was pretty bad, but now I kind of changed my mind, because I remember that there are slimes that spawn here, and slimes are really rare. You can find them in caves, but you can't find them, like, in the plains biome. But yeah, there's also witch huts here, but I don't find witches to be that nice or fun at all. So I'm going to put it in okay. I have yet to put one in the worst biome. However, for the sake of the video, I have to put one in the worst biome and in the god tier biome. Just because I need good content out of all of this. Y'all need to know which one, in my opinion, is god tier, so I'm probably going to have to choose one of these. So, we have this biome. Now, I think I'm gonna put this one in okay, because I find this one to be like the jungle biome, mixed with the plains biome. It's pretty easy to get lost, like you would in a jungle biome. However, it kind of doesn't have much of a purpose, just like the plains biome, unless you really are low on woods. Then yeah, you're not gonna be doing too much here. It is a pretty cool place to make a house, though, I won't lie. But yeah. Also, if you want to know where I made the hotel biome place, I made that like in the middle of a mountain. Like, there was like this huge flat space in between mountains, and it was like perfect. So that's where I started that. I built most of that out of survival, by the way. Some of the stuff I had to go in for creative because it's like impossible to get that, especially like in the Ent biome, the Ender Dragon heads. But yeah. Yeah, I put that one right there. Birch. You know what? I'm gonna put this one. Birch. I'm gonna put down to bad, and I'm gonna put this one in okay, because this one just seems to be like a better version of the birch forest. It's got like better trees than in this one. These one have really tiny trees, and these one have really large trees. But I think it is a lot better than this one, and I don't think I really see this one that often, actually. But yeah, from the looks of it, I think it looks pretty good. So we have the end biome. I'm gonna put this one in iconic, because again, the end is really iconic. This one doesn't serve much of a purpose at all, unless you're fighting the Ender Dragon, of course. But this one, I'd put in the best. I'm gonna put the iconic for me is, when you think of Minecraft, what is the first biome you think of? You think of like desert, village, nether, end, you know what I'm saying? Best would be like, these ones give you like a legitimate advantage. Actually this one doesn't, but for visuals that one is. But yeah, no, the end is amazing. But yeah, obviously it's like the end of the game, you know, you're fighting the Ender Dragon. But yeah, it's alright. It's pretty iconic. It's not my favorite, but yeah, in terms of just popularity of it, yeah, it goes in pretty iconic. We have the coral biome, the underwater biome. I'm gonna put this one in best. I love this. I love the underwater. Literally, that's where I spend most of my time in Minecraft. Is literally just treasure hunting through pirate ships. That's literally where I spend most of my time. And obviously, you find them in this biome right here. But yeah, I do wish they'd add more underwater features. I'd say like more mobs, I'd say. I know they have quite a lot. They have a bunch of fish now, dolphins, turtles. However, the only legitimate threat might be drowned and guardians. However, guardians are really rare unless you're near a sea temple. But I would like there to be like sharks and I don't know, maybe like some unique Minecraft only mobs, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's kind of just a little plain in terms of the mobs there. Turtles, you know, squids, glow squids, hate those things, useless. But yeah, I think it's pretty good in terms of the visuals of it, and especially finding treasure is really good too. And our last biome. This one is like the better version of this, so I'm gonna promote this one down to good and give this one average. I think this one is just really cooler, because it's like the only real color you're gonna find in the nether, you know what I'm saying? Everything's red or gray, and this is like the only blue, greenish color you're gonna find in the nether. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, again, besides like the trees and all that, I don't see too much of a purpose of it. But yeah, now it's time to make my official statement of which I think is the god tier and which I think is the worst. Now, this one is kind of tough. I'm thinking about promoting or demoting one of these four to worst. And I think it might have to be the plains. This one, absolutely no use, I find. It is the most common one. It is pretty iconic. But when you think of Minecraft biomes, you're not thinking, oh hey, grassy plains, you know, you're thinking end and nether. But yeah. God tier. This one is a tough one, because these ones are kind of just plain and boring. These ones are all really unique. I don't want to put like a woodland mansion or End Castle. I mean, okay. In my opinion, I'm gonna put the mountains in God Biome. I love the mountains, and I know y'all are gonna hate me for putting God tier mountain biomes over literally everything on here, but those are my legitimate favorite. Now, but mountain biomes, absolutely love them. Again, they really don't serve any purpose unless you're looking for caves, which are really common in mountain biomes, really useful. But yeah, you know what would be cool is if they actually, I believe they added a mountains update, I believe so, where they added like sheep, no, sorry, not sheep, goats, and just made the mountains look better. However, you know what would be really cool is mountain villages. I think those would be really, really unique, and just some more updates to the mountain biome. However, there is a better biome, and it's called Morbius. That's right, the best biome in the world. Hands down, best biome. Guarantee you. But yeah, that's betting. But yeah, if you want to be a rebel and a real bad boy, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. It's kind of what all the cool kids are doing these days. Thanks for watching.